Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of the Truth. Just wanted a little bit of extra about the New Zealand shooting, the Christchurch shooting, because I saw another video, which is actually Sky News, BBC, etc. They broadcast this video. This is the moments after the one that I've seen, which apparently there is a 16-minute version. Well, probably can't find it now because all the social medias have been very proactive in removing it. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So the video that they are showing is the aftermath. So I assume this is after the gunman has left. I don't know how many minutes after the one I've seen has finished. The killer's GoPro camera, the alleged killer's GoPro camera. And it shows people standing up, walking around. I saw that video. It looks a lot more people than what I saw in the video, that I saw. That's really bad English, wasn't it? Now, I don't know if that's because it could have been 5-10 minutes after that. Maybe other people have been hiding, they come in to see what's going on. I don't know. The other thing that, I can't remember his name, was it Yardney or something like that? I've subbed him and I've tried to put his video, because he was trying to show the video, but he's had it removed twice. That was the one I put in the companion, so it's not there anymore. But his name might be. So he was saying that, wait a minute, what about bullet holes? And I didn't even think about that. That when he charges at him, he turns around and allegedly shoots him in the head, and the wall is right behind him. So surely there would have been, he's spraying bullets everywhere. Surely there would be holes in the wall. I don't remember seeing any holes in the wall. And I didn't see the blood. The only blood I see is blood on people's clothes. I mean, the thing is, like, if you were going to stage this event, the problem is, why would you have so many errors? But then again, maybe that's because it's not real. Maybe there's some things you can't, you don't think of. I don't know. I would have thought if someone was going to go to all this trouble of that's what sort of makes me sort of question. Is it real or not? It's just, I can't understand some of why people acted in the way they did, the bundling of people, but then maybe that's just the way that there was no way out, and that was the only way that they could protect everyone, is by being that heroic and bundling on each other. Also the guy, I've been thinking about him a lot, the one that ran towards the gunman. He was so brave to try and stop the man. I don't know how he failed, but I feel that if it is genuine, if it is real, that poor man, his moments are captured forever of him trying to stop the killer. He was so brave to run at that person and try and stop him. So unfortunate in the way he met his end. Now that's why there was this guy, I told you before, he was doing a live stream showing this video, and now I'm wondering if he was a gatekeeper, because I asked him about these questions and he said, yeah, there was blood. You can see the blood splatter when that man runs and gets shot in the head. And then I looked back and thought, oh, okay, maybe there is. I didn't see that, and I looked back and I couldn't see it. So maybe he was just gatekeeping, because I couldn't find him afterwards. But he was like an army guy, or he looked like an army guy with a Union Jack behind him. So maybe he was just gatekeeping because that video was going out. So, and that's maybe the other reason why they don't need to worry about too many little errors, is because they've got all these gatekeepers, including the media, who won't broadcast it. You've got Facebook, and all Facebook removed that video 1.5 million times. 1.5 million times it removed it, but it can't remove nudity. If you report a video of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and they will, it will take days before they get to those things, and they probably won't even remove it because they say it doesn't violate their whatever, or the paedophile aspects that you can find on these social medias as it keeps getting reported on the media. But they can't remove any of that stuff, but this they can. But the thing is, then the argument is, well, wait a minute, children may see this. And is the TV companies responsible for what they show us? But wait a minute, just go back a minute. What about all the films that these TV companies are making that show us the graphic horror? Make us, sensitize us to horror by having, like, say, The Walking Dead, a program I like, but, there's a lot of axes through the head. It looks very realistic. Through the chest, blood, guts everywhere. some of this is really horrific stuff that we as human beings are producing and putting on television that children can see, and children do see in the computer games. So this argument of not showing this GoPro footage is a bit mute, because we spend our time making all these things, and then of course the argument, well that's not real. Well, wait a minute. It's more what I've seen films that show more violence and graphic detail than this, and I'm sure there's documentaries that have been shown throughout the time that have this kind of thing. So why is it we're not allowed to see this truth, so we can't make our own minds up? Surely there's a way that you can, what I mean? Let's not talk about safeguarding children when TV companies put things nowadays on streaming on their 24-hour channels at all sorts of times. There's bullshit argument. So I don't know, it's interesting how they can block certain things when they want to, and then why is that's so important that they stop that going out? Then of course you get, obviously if it's real for the families, this would be distressing to see. So maybe that is their argument, but I think also if you're going to talk about it to all of us, we all have a right to see what actually happened, so that we can make our own judgments out without you standing up in front of us and telling us what to believe. Because I think there's a big danger in that, as we've seen throughout history. Take care, take it easy, God bless and peace.